The Goodyear name comes from Charles Goodyear. He was born in 1800 in New Haven, Connecticut. At 12 years old, he left school to work for his dad's hardware store. He's a self-taught chemist, and through many years of trials and tribulations, he discovered the vulcanization process of hardening rubber. By 29, he had health problems. He died at 59 years old, had 6 children with his second wife. He was basically penniless and in debt. He did receive his patent in 1844, but never really received profits from it. The Goodyear Company was founded in 1898 by Frank and Charles Seiberling. They were brothers. They were 40 years old, and tire industry was doing pretty good at that time. So they joined hands and formed the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. At that time, carriage tires were basically the main thing, a necessity, bicycle tires. But Goodyear really grew to the mecca it was by smart business decisions. And one of the smartest business decisions they made in 1899, 2 years after they started, was hiring Paul Litchfield. This man in 1898 designed tubeless tires, and his patent got approved in 1903, and that really sent Goodyear in a different process. Litchfield was educated in Boston, Massachusetts, so he came from the Institute of Technology. He was all about aeronautics. In 1910, he shifted Goodyear's direction towards aeronautics and building blimps. They teamed up with the Germans in World War I and were building Zeppelins for the Navy. The USS Akron was one of the first ones that was completed. The dry dock in Akron was completed in 1929. It was the largest of its time. By 1916, Goodyear was the world's largest tire corporation. In 1917, they built their first blimp. They had $100 million in sales that year. And by 1919, they had a plant in Los Angeles, California. They were building planes for the war. The area was really growing. Goodyear Hall was completed in 1920. It seated 1,686 people. It was the largest at its time. Ohio Trust and Savings Bank was built right in front for the Goodyear employees. The roads were paved in brick on Goodyear Boulevard. Market Street was booming. In the midst of the 1920s, the Depression hit and time shifted. But Goodyear always had a way of making money and making smart business decisions. They were always good to their employees at Christmas time, hosting Christmas parties that were described to be extravagant. Litchfield made the cover of Time magazine in the 6th edition. There's a statue that stands down there today at Goodyear Research honoring Paul Litchfield. He had 2 cities he founded in Arizona, Goodyear, Arizona, as well as Litchfield Park. The remnants of Goodyear today are quite cool. They have the test track that you can see is an aerial view, but really hard to see off the road. Some buildings have been torn down. The clock tower at Willard still stands. Some of Goodyear remains are still here. It's breathtaking, captivating to think how fast that company grew. And I believe down here there is apartments and lofts that people can rent above Goodyear Hall. And on the south side of 76, there's Goodyear corporate headquarters that are still there today. But as you can see on Market Street, the cemetery is still there, but all the booming businesses that were once there are gone and torn down. Even cruising through at night, it's still cool to see the Goodyear sign all lit up. Not quite as bright as it used to be, but to me it's a marvel. This will be the first stop on our car cruise, burning rubber in the Rubber City. Scheduled for April 23rd, Sunday morning at 9. The cruise will start at 9:30. We'll go through the historic Goodyear area, go by the test track, Goodyear on the north side and the south side of 76, go by research, and of course we'll drive by the blimp hangar.
Masculine women, feminine men, which is the rooster, which is the hen? It's hard to tell them apart today. And say, sister is busy learning to shave, brother just loves his feminine way. It's hard to tell them apart today. Hey, hey, girls were girls and boys were boys when I was a tot. Now we don't know who is who or even what's what. Knickers and trousers, baggy and wide, nobody knows who's walking inside. Those masculine women and feminine men.
Hard to believe spot welding aluminum was invented here in 1929. Shorty Fulton hosted an NHRA race at the airstrip, where the likes of Art Arfons and his brother won many trophies there. You can drive by Pickle Road right off 224 and see the old shop from Art Arfons, where he used jet airplane engines for his dragsters. Soon after, tracks were built, and the idea of the racing there was abandoned, but Goodyear thrived in racing technology to what it is today in NASCAR and in drag racing. Goodyear's still one of the world's leader in tire products. Thanks for watching. Join us for the Burning Rubber and the Rubber City car cruise. Catch you next time.